I'm a warrior.
A male by birth who intentionally chooses to be a man after God's own heart.
A brave man who embraces resistance as a supernatural part of growth.
A passionate man who discovers and deploys his passion for the purpose of living with a transcendent cause.
An above-average man who serves first and then leads in an average man's world.
A soldier of fortune favored by God, because he doesn't just do what he is asked to do, but always does more than is required of him.
A man that is empathetic about excellence and repulsed by apathy.
A man with a mandate from God.
Who are these ordinary men?
We are fathers,
husbands,
brothers,
and friends.
Men like Abraham, Moses, and Elijah.
Elijah was a man with a nature like ours.
A man who prayed passionately.
Elijah was ordinary.
With the same nature like me
and like you.
And he prayed passionately.
He fought passionately.
The same man that by his words controlled the rain.
The same man that God used ravens to feed.
The same ordinary man who was sustained by a widow.
And soon after was empowered to raise her son from the dead because God heard his prayers.
The same man who took 12 stones
that represented the tribes of Israel
and brought them together so the children of Israel could see themselves as God saw them.
As restored.
As one people.
The same man who prayed and God showed himself and sent fire from heaven and consumed the altar.
The same ordinary man who drew his sword and slew 850 evil prophets.
One ordinary man with a nature like you and like me.
Who prayed passionately
and brought healing to a nation.
One man.
What could 2 men do if they prayed passionately? What could 3 or 4 or 5 men do if they banded together and sought God first? What if 10 or 20 men prayed for God to show himself in this city and in this church? What if the men of this house banded together as one? Men's lives would be changed, families would be healed, churches would be restored, our city would never be the same again. Our state, our country, our world would be changed forever if we banded together as one.
One purpose, one spirit, one cause, one blood, one life, for one God.